Hey guys, Trackline here on my Frost DK. I just posted a few new macros that all work for the new update, so I thought I'd show them off in a video for you. I have a link down below if you want to copy and paste all the macros, or if you have the Impulse add-on, you can come up here, click Impulse, and yeah, just sift through all their macros and then go straight to your macro tab, or choose your modifier and their macros will go straight to your hotbar tab, or not tab, but hotbars. I also have a link down below, of course, to all my add-ons, my Bartender, etc. Everyone always asks, so yeah, all the add-ons and macros are provided with links in the description for you guys. So the first macro I tested today was a Chains of Ice Mouseover, which looks like this. /cast bracket target equals Mouseover, arm exists, no dead, Chains of Ice. And if you want to switch it out, just switch it here, and leave that semicolon in between them. So how this works is if you have a single target, it'll always go on your single target as long as you don't have someone else moused over. You can, of course, have your single target moused over it, or you can't. It doesn't matter. But let's say you do have like your single target, but you want to Chains of Ice someone else. You can just simply mouse over them, and it'll go on them instead of your current target, just like that. And you don't need a single target or anything like that. You can just mouse over people, put your Chains of Ice on them. So it's good for a lot of your damaging abilities and things like Mind Freeze, Chains of Ice, Death Grip, things like that. Next up is a Mind Freeze Focus macro, which looks like this. /cast bracket target equals focus, exists, no dead, Mind Freeze. Switch it out, same way. Leave that semicolon in between. How this works is if you have a single target with no focus target at all, it'll always go off on your single target, just like that. But let's say you do have a focus target. Let's say this dummy's on my focus, and my focus on this UI is right here. Some people get confused by that, but yeah, as you can see, that's my focus on the right side of my screen. So if this dummy's on my focus, now that I do have a focus, it's always going to go off on my focus rather than my single, just like that. So no focus always goes on single, focus always goes on the focus. So a lot like the last one, good for your CCs, your interrupts, a lot of your damage spells if you want to play like that. And I also have a way if you want to get your focus on off people quicker, and that looks like this. You can just copy and paste this too. How this works is if you want, you can basically just walk around, put anyone on your mouse over on your focus, just click it once. And let's say this person's on my focus, this grunt. I want to put this dummy on my focus. You just have to double click, because what it did was it took them off with the first click and put them on with the second click. So one click takes off your focus, second click puts your mouse over on your focus. And it doesn't matter if you have a single target or you can put whoever you want on your focus. Even if your single target your focus, which wouldn't make much sense, but you don't even have to deselect them. Even when you're have them over your mouse over, you don't have to deselect them. They're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. So yeah, it's a really nice macro. I recommend just playing around with it because it can do quite a lot of things. And the last macro I tested today was a modifier for my Obliterate and my Howling Blast. And it's /cast bracket modifier alt, Howling Blast, semicolon, Obliterate. And if you never used a modifier before, you can switch out the alt right here for something like Shift or Control. That's easier for you. What you put before the semicolon is what you're modifying. So here's the macro. As you can see, if I just hit my normal keybind, it's going to be my Obliterate. But when I hold down alt and hit the keybind, it's going to be Howling Blast. So Obliterate, normal keybind, hold down alt and hit it, it's going to be Howling Blast. So these are nice for a couple reasons. First, modifiers save you on interface space, because if I went to go set up all my spells right now, I wouldn't have to use as many key bindings, and I would save a lot of interface like that. And more importantly, say you're really good with like certain keys like the A key or the S key and keys around those keys, which usually people are. Well, you can just set modifier macros for those keys instead of trying to get good with like the number keys or the keys on the right side of the keyboard. So yeah, become a little more efficient with the keys you're already good at by using modifiers. Alright guys, well that's the last macro I tested today for the Frost DK. If you want to see more Frost DK macros, just drop a like on the video and I'll know you enjoyed it and I'll make more for you guys. Have a good one.